there, everybody. This is John Forward. I'm here talking to you now on the John Floorward Show, episode such and such, whatever. I don't know. It's been a rough go since the last month, John Floorward fans. Let me tell you. First off, even on the last show of this, if you're watching them every month, or if you're just binge watching the whole thing right now in the future, the previous episode of the John Floorward Show was even sullied by the John Horward Show, where I was trying to get votes for a lot of days on a comedy boot camp website for a contest, and I didn't make it to the top 4, and that was depressing. I brought shame to my family. I had to tell Nanny Forward that she couldn't come see me on that televised show. But so I shot myself in the head, maybe a bit hasty. I should have probably given it some more thought, but I went to the doctor and they fixed me up real nice just in time for me to go up to Moncton for the Hubcap Comedy Festival comedy contest for comedians that next Tuesday, and I went up and I did a really good set. I think I did well. The people liked it. There was lots of smiles. That's what I'm in it for, is the smiles, everybody. And the smiles all around. High fives left and right. Didn't make the top 3, so in between, yeah. It was just, it's just been a rough go, but I'm back on the John Floorward Show, which is the true passion of John Floorward. Not as much John Forward, but the character on this thing that I am now. He wants to move on, and so let's why not do a remix and really shake things up on this show. We're gonna do a special thing. We're gonna break out the mailbag, and we've got some viewer mail, and we're gonna answer some things. So I'm real excited about this. Bunch of letters. We've got letter we've got here. I want to be on this show so bad, by Alex. That's great to hear, Alex. I'm always looking for new ways to mix it up and new guests. So pitch me on what kind of energy you can bring to the John Floorward Show, and we'll try to make it happen. This is great. I'm gonna go on to the second one. This is fun. Oh, jeez. You really think laying on the floor is going to launch your comedy career? This is from Dane with a D. I think it has. Anyone seeing this right now is seeing the results. I mean, I started out in this whole comedy business doing a radio show at the campus, and then doing music open mics, and then I'm at I have a comedy empire in St. John, New Brunswick now. 2 shows per month, and it's pretty illustrious, the success that I'm having, and I've got this floor to thank, and it's just like, even the pun with my last name is freaking priceless. You can't not do it. It's just, I think I've answered your question, Dane. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, people I've spoken to in the line at the Tim Hortons described to me the guy with the beard and glasses that does comedy at the R Bar as the worst comedian he's ever seen. That's from Lane with an L. Harsh dude. And the guy, I don't know, I need some more qualifications for this guy in line at Tim Hortons. If maybe I'm the only comedian he's ever seen. I don't know that that's not the case, so if that's the case, I'd be the best and the worst comedian he's ever seen. But and like, even if he has seen other comedians, who's your top 5, Lane? Maybe then I'll consider whether or not I can be upset about my lack of placement on it. Maybe. Let's but man, that's kind of, why would you even send that to me? One more. Well, 2 more. I heard about your 30-min sets at the Fundy Fringe Festival. Good. I had fun doing those. Every single person I talked to said they were unwatchable. Unbearable, even. Well, okay. The organizer of the festival was talking about never having stand-up again. Well, I know that's not true, because I've spoken to the organizer of the festival myself, and that's just not the case. So all of the people you talk to, or you yourself, are a liar, Zane, with a Z. You know, all right, I think I've had enough mailbag for this month. Let's go on to the next segment. Where's the segment? Here's the segment. It's everyone's favorite segment. It's the 10,000 jokes, toasts, and stories segment. And I'm not going to bother getting my phone out to find the random number generator, because we're going crazy. This is remix week here on John Floorward. So I'm just going to open it to a page, flip it once to the right and twice to the left, and point to joke number 3,320 from Home and School Humor. That's the section that this is from. So this is going to be pretty good because I'm at home right now and I've been in school. So this one's going to really knock it out of the park. A pretty little girl of 7 entered a store in a small town and said, "I want some cloth to make my Dahlia dress." The merchant selected a remnant and handed the child the package. "How much is it?" she asked. "Just 1 kiss," was his reply. "All right," said the child as she turned to go. "Grandma said to tell you she would pay you when she came in tomorrow." That's just classic humor, and it's edgy. We've got let's do that again, just for perspective, and then we can do the commentary track. A pretty girl of 7 entered a store in a small town. "I want some cloth to make my Dahlia dress." And the merchant said, oh wait, no. Then the merchant selected a remnant and handed the child the package. I don't know what a remnant is, but I assume it's some sort of pile of fabric or cloth or whatever. How much is it? She asked. Just one kiss. So we've got a sex offender in this joke. It's pretty hardcore. He's basically publicly trying to sexually assault this young girl. That's not cool, but it's a twist, and it's just a joke. No actual little girls got kissed. But then the little girl says, "All right," said the child as she turned to go. "Grandma said to tell you she would pay you when she came in tomorrow." I'm slipping into my old lady voice a little bit, but you get the idea. So the shopkeeper thought he was going to kiss a child, but it's actually going to be her grandmother that he kisses. So he gets his comeuppance in the end. It's a classic joke. You know what? We've got one more letter. Let's just get to it. Why don't you throw out that joke book? Your actual written jokes are better. That's from Jane. Not very ladylike of you to say. It's kind of a compliment, but it's also kind of a backhanded compliment. I'm not going to give away written jokes on some YouTube show. That's not what it's all about. I'm doing a conceptual art piece here. It's got levels, man. It's got levels upon levels upon levels. Man. If you don't get it, man, you should just get back in line at Tim Hortons. Get yourself a medium double-double. Because if you want my real jokes, you need to come see me perform them live at a show. And lucky for you, there are some places that you can do exactly that thing coming up very soon. This coming Saturday, February 20th, at the R Bar in St. John on the corner of Charlotte and Union, we've got Arif Hussein, Jimmy McKinley, Chris Trotter, Brian Godso, Mark Splood, Mark Harnett, Troy Haynes, and your host, me, John Forward. It's going to be a killer show this Saturday. Pay what you want. There's going to be a donation. I should probably wait until you get to the show before I spring that one on you. Spoilers. Oops. But anyway, if you prefer to pay a cover charge, you can come see me at, well, maybe me. It's a show that I'm putting together. It's still undecided, the final lineup, but at O'Leary's on March 4th, we've got more No Jokes Barred action with Arif Hussein hosting. We've got Dan McCarthy making his debut at O'Leary's, and we've got Vince Hoban headlining, and maybe and some others, and maybe me, maybe not. Depends who else is gonna be on the show. We'll find out at the surprise. But anyway, do that, and you can, if you want to send in your listener comments, you can just comment on, like, down there. If this is on YouTube, in the YouTube part, or on Facebook, or is there any websites where the comments go on top? Somebody should do that. If not, you can't comment on this on my website because I want johnforward.com to be a safe space, and there's lots of bad comments out there. So that's it for another month of the John Floorward Show. If you want the John Forward Show, you can get off your bum and leave your house and come down to see me. And I'll see you there.